Hey guys, lots of time I get asked this question, and I started scrolling down some of the replies that I get, comments, and it's like people are really frustrated because they can't find their igniter. See here? But before getting into that, I want you to know something. The only engines that need an igniter, and why is that? Because the coil needs it. It demands that it has one. It's part of that circuit. If you have no igniter, all right, your coil is what they call an high energy, all right, and it is not requiring an igniter, okay? Because sometimes this is what happens, all right? I'm just going to go over real quick what you would see stock, right? Okay. That's your rev limiter. You're going to pull that off, and there's going to be a plate behind it. You pull off the 3 screws, and when it folds out, right behind it, down between it and the engine block, so it'd be the plate, the igniter, and then the engine block. Bad place to put something that heats up and fails, right? Okay. That's where the igniter's located. Okay? And that's what I'm doing right now. It's just describing where that's located. So this would be your flywheel side, right? That's your flywheel. That's technically the backing plate. And your coil, here I'll even draw, your coil's around the corner, like right around here, okay? See what I'm saying to you? So, people talk about the brown wire, right? You get a brown wire that comes off, and it usually grounds right here. So what they do is they take that off, and then see if they've got spark. Well, spark's not returning. Okay. Well, then they want to go and pull the backing plate off and ohm test here and ohm test here. That's puzzling, right? Ohms. What do you mean by ohms? Go down in my videos. You're going to see a drawing, and you're going to see a piece of paper, and all the parts are going to be set out, and it tells you exactly what to look for. Okay? All right. That being said, yes, you've got to get down there and get some things off. You want to get these things ruled out as the issue, okay, before getting to that coil, because there's a big side cover that goes around here, right? That's a whole other process. Anybody who's done this will know. Now, again, we're going to come down. If it is a coil that demands that igniter, that style of coil, it'll have this. If it's high energy, it will not have this. People say, well, is that a newer kind of cart? Look, like, I'm going to be honest with you. Some new carts came and they didn't have igniters. But then some old carts came that had igniters, but they got rid of them because they put the high energy coil in here. See, there's 2 styles of this type of coil. So at the end of the day, to test an igniter, if there's one, scroll back down into my videos and you're going to find that process to test this, and the coil itself. Okay? Bear in mind the style that you have. What is my start, what is my actual run system? That's what they call this. To turn the flywheel over, with the belt and the starter, that's the start circuit. We're talking about the run circuit once the engine's started. And then, you've lost something in that, which fails. There's a blue wire that comes down in by the dipstick right here, into that system right there. I'm sorry, it's white. White with a blue. Sorry, UE line in it. I'll always unplug that from the wiring and down in here first, and roll the cart over. Boy, if that cart starts up, you'll have to put it back together and turn the key out. Because all this wire does is ground that system out. Are we clear? Shuts everything down. Puts this go to ground. If you unplug it, you're removing the whole system from ground, and it'll run. So people starts there, then they work their way to here, and then they ohm test the igniter. Now we're going into the coil. There's a whole nother video on that as well. So the first thing you check is unplug the barrel, turn it over. Oh, I got spark and it's running. Crap, I got a problem up in my key switch, or I got something down on my micro switches in the black kind of half moon chain box that you got down there. Okay, and that'll be a different video. But you plug it in, no change. You unplug it, no change. Okay, we've got a problem right in here, an isolated issue. Got a coil, an igniter, or a rev limiter issue, or connections. Or there's a wire rubbing somewhere and it's making everything go to ground in here. So, all right. There's about 5 minutes and 45 seconds of where's my igniter? Do not throw wrenches through the drywall.